Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday morning. Hope you're looking after yourself and, well, you're looking forward to a good day at work. Whatever it is that you're doing, enjoy it, look after yourselves. And we've got a unexpected couple of stories in this video, but the first one we'll be talking about is around Conor Gallagher and kind of the update on how complex the deal will be. We also do then have, like I said, the two unexpected ones of two players coming back from their loan deals. We'll talk a little bit about who they are and what to expect, really, I think, for their next part of the season. So plenty to talk about, plenty to get into. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And let's jump in. Let's talk Conor Gallagher first. So look, I've talked about Conor Gallagher countless times. You know, and I know, the Spurs want him. We all know Spurs want him. Chelsea knows it. Gallagher knows it. We know it. I mean, anyone could know it. All right. It's one of those that I think a lot of our fans kind of go, doesn't want to leave, so he's not going to leave. It's not how football works. It's not how football works. Footballers get pushed out the back door all the time. Mason Mount got sold because he wasn't going to sign the contract. He had a year left on his contract in the summer when he got sold to Man United. Conor Gallagher has 18 months left. So Chelsea are looking at it going, if he's not going to sign a contract, he's getting sold because they need the money to count towards their financial fair play. So when they were talking about the complexity of the deal, they said Tottenham talks over marquee signing. Big update on complex Conor Gallagher deal. And we know it's complex because, look, he's a Chelsea boy. He wants to play at Chelsea. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. You know, I think you would sit there and go, I'd love to play for Spurs. Spurs are my club. I'd love to play for Spurs. He's the same thing, but he's actually doing it for his club. The complexity of it is he wants to stay. Poch wants him to stay. The higher ups are kind of like, we'd rather sell him because we didn't get to sell Ian Maatsen, which would have counted towards our FFP. And knowing what's happened with Everton and Forest, who have just been pulled up for their FFP, Chelsea are looking at it going, okay, I feel like this could be getting a little bit stricter now. We need to be white hot. We need to be squeaky clean now. And it's one thing I guess you would say is Spurs are squeaky clean. So fair play. We'll take that one. But Chelsea have spent, ungodly amounts of money, right? And people go, yeah, but they just bought more shares. That won't cover it for long. They do still need to sell, especially if they want to get a striker, by the way. That's the key parts of this. Is it Victor Gyökeres at Lisbon? I think I said that last name wrong, but he was the guy that played at Coventry last year. Is it Ivan Toney? Is it Victor Osimhen? All these players are going to cost upwards of 80 million. Chelsea can't just go, yeah, we'll grab him easy. Oh yeah, we'll grab another one as well. No, it's not going to happen. They have to sell. So when you look at their team, there's not a lot of value in certain players. The two players that had value would probably be Ian Maatsen and Conor Gallagher. Well, if Maatsen's only gone to loan to Dortmund, Conor Gallagher's sitting right there. And he's not their captain, by the way, he's their vice captain. It's just because Reece James is always injured, he looks like the captain, okay? But yeah, I still see this being a deal that goes all the way to the end of the month because I do have a bit of an update on Højbjerg coming in another video where I do see us still hunting in the Conor Gallagher markets in the month. And do you know what? If he doesn't move this window and he hasn't signed a contract, you can bet your bottom dollar he's getting sold next summer. You can bet your bottom dollar, no matter who to. Chelsea just need the money. Let's talk a little bit about the two boys that have come back from their loan deals. I want to talk about the one that was the really successful one. Alfie Devine has had his time at Port Vale cut short because Spurs have recalled him. So it wasn't Port Vale sending him back because, by the way, he's had a belter of a loan deal. It was us calling him back. And I think it's because Spurs kind of look at it and go, we could get him to a championship club. And that would fast track his development that you say, look, he's had League One, he's had his championship, now he's ready for some Premier League football because he's had 6 months of a good championship side. Obviously we've sent Ashley Phillips to Plymouth Argyle in the championship. And by the way, I will still do my loan roundup later, man of the match performance on his debut. So I would like an Alfie Devine to get to a championship side now. Get him 6 months in the championship where he just plays 90 minutes all the time. It doesn't have to be for a team that's going to win the league or in the playoffs. If it's a mid-table team that is in every game, they fight every time, I'm loving that. You know, even if it's, you know, you look at some of the teams maybe further down the league, okay, but they're in every game. And, you know, if Alfie Devine goes in there, is he someone that can change some games? You know, instead of going from a loss to a draw, can it go to, you know, sorry, if it's not a loss, can it go to a draw? Can it then go from a draw to a win? That's what I want to see from Alfie Devine. It's that next step now that we want to see from him, because he played 27 times, well, 26 times for Waterford. One of them was in the Premier League too. When he played 26 times, 3 goals, 3 assists, he played just under 1,800 minutes in 6 months, which is invaluable. And he's at a brilliant loan. And when I was doing my loan roundups, talked about Alfie Devine and how well he was doing. And it was with some players not doing as well, it was nice that we had one guy at least doing really well. Now, Joe Rodon is obviously another name, probably even doing better than Alfie Devine. But it was something that we were happy with. And you know what? If there's a team in the Championship that can take him, can play him 90 minutes, and he's going to have an impact on games, I'm all for it. I don't see him playing at Spurs because purely the fact is he's already played at one club. If he steps for 1 second on the pitch for us, he cannot go back out on loan. And for me, I'd rather get him 6 months on loan. Give him the rest of this year to get on loan, and then let's reevaluate in the summer. Let's talk about the one that hasn't had a successful time. It came from Fabrizio Romano, who said that Tottenham have not changed their position on Japhet Tanganga. The plan is to recall the defender as he's never playing at Augsburg. New loan expected as Spurs want to find possible solution for Tanganga as soon as possible. And I didn't actually stick it down on my iPad there, but it was talks that, you know, there's Premier League clubs or Championship clubs that want him. But we know of Premier League clubs that wanted him. We know Luton were very interested in him before he actually moved to Augsburg. We know even Serie A teams were interested in him. So I don't think it's going to be a difficult thing to get him a new loan deal. In fact, I'm pretty sure he hasn't played a minute of football for Augsburg. Is a bit of a blessing, to be honest. Tough one, but let's every negative situation has a positive if you're willing to find it. Let's look at Japhet Tanganga's situation. Okay, no, great. Not a great first part of the season. Let's look ahead to the next part of this season. We get him a good loan deal, and we have the option to buy about 15 million. That can still be back on the table if he has a really good next 6 months. You know, look at Joe Rodon at Leeds. He's had a belter of a time. I think Leeds are definitely going to be buying him in the summer. You're going to get 10 to 15 million for him. There's no reason why Japhet Tanganga actually gets you 15 million just because of English tax. So there'll be a team in the Championship that are, you know, fighting in the playoffs and look at Japhet Tanganga and go, he's Prem proven. He's played against some of the better players in the world. He's done brilliantly against, you know, Sadio Mane and Raheem Sterling, and, you know, can play a bit of centre half as well as right back. This screams a bit of us, and it wouldn't shock me if a team comes in from the Championship. But, you know, I still think he's good enough for a team not in the top 6 of the Premier League, but someone that's sort of that mid to bottom of the table, that realm. He's definitely good enough to play in the Premier League, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll be definitely getting a move for Japhet Tanganga, Alfie Devine. Obviously, Reguilon is having his medical at Brentford today, so plenty still happening, and plenty of guys going back out on loan or, you know, revamping their loan situation. And that's all good news for Spurs. It's all very, you know, so far this month has been a very good month of moves. You know, you think of we're the only teams really to have spent any money this window. You know, 2 guys in from, you know, by the 10th or 11th of January. We've moved to Lloris, we moved to Dyer, we moved Reguilon back out. We'll move Japhet Tanganga, and I think we'll move Devine. Proactivity, it's massive, you know. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings about Japhet Tanganga and Alfie Devine's loan situation. You know, maybe where you see him going, you know, if you want him to stay even. I want to know your thoughts and feelings, as well as obviously the complexity to the Conor Gallagher situation. I want to know your thoughts and feelings about that as well. Subscribe if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, in the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.